Hey everybody, it's just Tristan here from the EdTech Teacher, and welcome to our very first video. Today I just thought I'd show you one of my favourite resources that I regularly use in my classroom. A little bit about me: I am a teacher in New South Wales and regional and rural New South Wales over here in Australia. I've been teaching for about 10 years, and throughout that 10 years I've had a big passion about implementing and integrating technology into my classroom, and that's kind of where the EdTech Teacher has come from. So this is my start and my starting point of hopefully a wonderful journey where I get to share my love and passion for technology and hopefully inspire some other teachers here in Australia and hopefully throughout the world. So today I'm going to show you one of my favorite resources, which is Bingo Card Creator. Now, this is a website that you can access, and obviously, as the name tells you, we are going to be creating some bingo cards. Now, I love using bingo in my classroom. I think it's not just a time-wasting activity. It's actually a really valuable way to assess students' understanding, to basically teach them without them realizing that they're learning, to go over vocab, to go over meta language, just to engage the students in a different and unique way. So Bingo Card Creator was a website I discovered during my first stint as a high school teacher over in Narendra, New South Wales, at Narendra High School, and I've used Bingo Card Creator ever since. So that's 9 years ago that I started using it, and it's still in my repertoire of resources to use. So at the moment, we're just on the homepage of Bingo Card Creator. You can get Bingo Card Creator by just heading to bingocardcreator.com. Nice and easy to remember, bingocardcreator.com. Now, Bingo Card Creator is fantastic. As it says on the home screen just here, in 3 simple steps, you can create magnificent, customizable, and quality professional bingo cards that you can use in your classroom. Now, when it comes to Bingo Card Creator, it is a service that does cost money. I'm going to head up to the pricing tab here because I just want to get this out over and done with really quickly. It does have unlimited membership. Okay, so it is a one-time only fee, and basically it gives you access to every component of Bingo Card Creator. It allows you to access pre-made catalogs of bingo cards. It gives you updates. It's regularly made, having changes made available, and it's a great resource to use. And for $49.95 for a lifetime membership, and remember that is going to be $49.95 US dollars. Okay, so if you are in Australia or another part of the world, please make sure you check your exchange rates to see how much it's going to be. But I think for a small investment, it's going to be something that you will use forever, and it's something that I have continued to use for some time. All right, so how about I get in and show you how to create some bingo cards, and maybe show you some bingo cards that I have created, and hopefully I can inspire you to go and have a look at Bingo Card Creator and see what it can do for your classroom. So let's look into. What a great start. Okay, so this is part 2 of my introduction to Bingo Card Creator. I accidentally stopped my recording the first time, so if you're watching this video and there's a slight pause between the 2 videos, I apologize for that. It's a beginner's error that I have made. All right, so at the moment I am in Bingo Card Creator. I have just logged in, and I am in the main page here. Essentially, there are 3 components and 3 steps into creating your bingo cards. It's creating your word list, styling your cards, and then printing them. So it's really simple to use, and it's very customizable. So if there's something specific that you were looking for, chances are you can do it with Bingo Card Creator. So there's a couple of things that you can do. You can create your own word list. I like to create word lists related to topics or units that we're doing. They might be glossary terms. They might be texts related specific terms. It just depends on what we're doing and what I want the cards to be about. So you create your card list, you customize your bingo cards, and then you print them. So let's scroll down here, and you will see that I've got a whole heap of bingo cards here that I've made. I'm an English history teacher, so that's why some of these are very English related. And the great thing about Bingo Card Creator is you can go in and edit the cards that you've already made. So if you want to go in and make a change, or you find an error after you've done it, you can go in and fix that up. And all of your bingo cards that you create are kept for you. You don't lose them, so they're available there for you in case something happens to them and you want to access them again or share them around. Okay, so I'm going to head over here to the green button and I'm going to click on Make New Cards because I'm going to make a new bingo card set. Okay, so we're on step 1 of 3, which is to create our bingo cards. So the first thing we need to do is give our bingo card set a name. So let's just go here to language and grammar, nouns and pronouns. Then we're able to choose the size of the card. So I go for the typical 5x5 because I like to have a nice chunky card. If you want to, you can go anything 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5. It's up to you what you would like to do. But obviously, just remember that if you go 5x5, you need to have at least 25 words that you can put into your bingo card set. So let's go 5x5 today, and we're going to click on the blue button here that says Create Cards. Nice and easy, nothing too complicated. All right, the next step is where we are going to style and add our words. So we can give our card an optional title, and if we click on the question mark here, it'll tell us a little bit more about that, and it's the card title. So let's go and be specific. Let's call this one Language and Grammar Nouns. Now you can also add a file. I've never actually done this, but I'm assuming that you can add a picture or an image related to the text or the card set that you're making. You can add a footer, so if you're doing it for a particular year group or grade or unit, you can add that as well to make it easier to identify them in the future. With Bingo Card Creator, you can actually put in a free space into your cards, and it's up to you to decide whether or not you'd like to do that. I always give the free space option, and I always include it because I think it's just nice for the students to start off with one word that they've already got or one square that they can cross off straight away. There's a couple of things that you can do here. You can just have the bingo card logo as the text or the picture for the free space. You can actually add your own wording here, and I normally just add free space, or you can add a picture or another file type that is available to that particular square. That's completely up to you. The other great thing about Bingo Card Creator is that you can put in column headers here, okay? So I just leave it as bingo. You can do whatever you like, okay? It might be colors, it might be shapes, whatever you'd like to do, and then you just add those here. So I always just leave it as bingo logo, just because it's a little bit easier and I just like it, but you can turn that off easily by clicking no there. You need to make sure that you click save, because otherwise these particular options won't save and you will have to go back and re-enter those. So make sure you press save every time you make any changes in Bingo Card Creator. All right, now the really good part is we're going to start to add our words. Now, as a default, Bingo Card Creator will give you the amount of words that based on the size of the grid that you have created. So we've created a 5x5, so we will have 25 words as our starting point. Now, with Bingo Card Creator, you can actually add more words. All right, you need to have that minimum, but you can actually add as many words as you like, and I'll show you how to do that. So you just enter your words into each box here. You can add images if you'd like to add an image. I've done some examples. I've done some peer support training with students, and I've used specific logos that I've used on PowerPoints and things that students have to identify and find during the sessions. So you can add images as well. So it doesn't all have to be text-based. It can be, you can include images as well. You can also do this a little bit easier. You can go up here to cut and paste a word list. Okay, so if you have a word list, you can cut and paste it straight into there rather than implementing each word separately down the bottom. And then you just make sure you hit submit, because again, if you don't do that, it's not going to save. Just here is where you add more words. So if you are using this section down the bottom here and you want to add more words, just click add more words and images here. Now, just here, this is something that I have learned. It says add number of words or images. So this is where you put the numerical number of how many additional words or images you would like. Now, you can delete them if you don't use them. So I'd be conservative. So if you think you may have 10 more words, but you're not quite sure if you have 10 more words, maybe go with 5 and then you can add another 5. Okay? Don't add like 25 and then only add 10 words because you're going to have to remove 15 of the empty spaces, which is really a pain in the bottom. So be conservative with the amount of words you have. And if you have more words, you can add more to there. So that's really simple. All right. So when you start to add your words here, so let's go noun, let's go pronoun, let's go person, place, thing, idea, okay? You'll start to see that they go into the sample bingo cardboard over here to the right of our page. Okay, this is just a sample. This does not represent what the card will look like, but it's just to show you the word has been placed onto the board there. Okay, when you have added all of your words or images to your bingo card set, you head down here to the next button that says next step. But I will just give you one quick thing that I keep forgetting about, which is down the bottom here. It actually tells you the words that you have added. So you can see here that it is asking me for 25 words. It will actually tell me how many words I have. So if I've entered 30 words, it'll tell me that I've entered 30 words. Okay, and this is really good to keep track, just to make sure you haven't repeated any words or you haven't misspelled any words. Okay, so down the bottom here, you can see the words that you have added to your bingo card set. Okay, I haven't got 25 words to add to this, so I'm just going to go and open one of my bingo cards sets to show you what it would look like, and then we'll have a look at how we can print them off. Okay, so we're in one of my bingo card sets now, just so I can show you what it looks like without having to enter 25 words into the bingo card. So we're currently at step 2 of 3, which is where we style our card. Now, we're given a whole heap of options here. Obviously, some of them have our little red asterisks next to them, so we need to make sure that we enter those. All right, so the first one here is the total number of cards that you would like. So I generally go 30 because I have classes of up to 30 students, so I just go for a nice 30. This one here, cards printed per page, is a little bit deceiving in a way because I like to make my cards A5 size to save a bit of paper. And if you go 2 cards per page, it actually kind of puts them one on top of each other and they don't look as pretty and don't print as well. So I just leave it as 1 card per page. And then when I come to printing, that's when I make it 2 pages per sheet so that it fits nicely and prints and saves a bit of paper and a bit of printing and some of those printing costs. Okay, so you can choose your fonts. There's a whole heap of fonts to choose from. Just be wary of what they look like for the students. Okay, you want something that's nice and easy to read. I like a good Courier bold. Your text size, so small, normal, or large. Something strange about Bingo Card Creator is if the words are quite long, it will not necessarily like text wrap them. It will kind of make them appear really strangely on the card. So don't really use the large one unless you've got a specific reason for that. I tend to just focus on normal. I use the checkerboard pattern just so it gives that bingo card kind of theme and it's a bit easier for the students to read. And this is where you get to customize your card. So you get to customize your text color, the background color, the second background color, and remember that we're using a checkerboard pattern here, so we need that second background color and the line color. So just think about what you're doing, what the cards are for. Also think about your printing costs. Okay, so I tend to go for, just my greys, so that's nice and easy. Okay, you can use consistent columns for your words. I don't generally do this because I like to have the students have a bit of fun, especially if you've got a large card set. Sometimes the students won't actually have a number of words for a number of rounds, and they get very frustrated. And it's really funny because they think the cards are broken, but they're just haven't been lucky enough to get any words. So I don't like to use the consistent columns just to have a little bit of fun. Now you can preview your cards here, which will show you what they look like. So you can see here that I've got my title at the top. I've got that bingo card creator here. Remember that we can replace that. You could put bingo, you could put images, you could do whatever you wanted to do there based on that first set of options that you have. Then you can see my words here. So these are all nouns. my free space in the middle. Remember, with our free space, we can change it from text. We can add our logo. We can add another image if we like. We can customize that as well. So that is what a bingo card will look like. Okay, obviously all 30 bingo cards will be different, but that's what a sample bingo card will look like. It also gives you a call list, which I really love. So I like to get these call lists, and I'll explain what I do with the call lists a little bit later. So all of the words are listed there, ready for you to print. And that leads us into the last part of the setup for bingo cards, which is heading to our printing. So your cards will be created, and you will have to download those. Nice and easy. So when you download them, you just open them up like so. So that's another lesson that I've learned, as I have to stop the recording to open new tabs. Okay, so we are currently on our PDF version of our bingo cards that we've created. We've just downloaded them, and now we're going to have a look at printing them, and I'm going to tell you what I do with my bingo cards. Okay, so I've downloaded the PDF, and you'll see that I have all of my different bingo cards. They are all different. Okay, so I've got 30 pages of bingo cards, and then at the end of my set, I will have my my word list, which I'll be able to use when I'm playing bingo with the students. Okay, and my call list here. What I tend to do with my bingo cards is that I will print them. So when I go to my print menu, okay, I'll print just the pages I need. So I'll need to customize this. So it's pages 1 to 30. Okay, we don't want the last 2 pages because they're the call cards. And I tend to go to more settings, and I will go pages per sheet, and I'll go 2 pages per sheet. And this gives me 2 pages per sheet, obviously, A5 size, so that I am not wasting 30 pieces of paper, and they're nice and easy for the students to see and read. So that's what you can do. Now, obviously, you can print them in color if you create them in color. I tend to avoid color. If I want to add color, I'll print them onto colored paper. Okay, so you might want to have a particular color for a particular year group, but you can create your cards in color if you would like to. Now, I also do print my call list out as well, but with my call list, I do leave them as A4 pages, just so that when I cut them up, they're nice and easy to access, because I don't want them to be too small. So after I printed out my bingo cards, I actually laminate them. I get the students to use whiteboard markers, and I have some whiteboard rubbers that they use. This way that the cards can be reused, I'm not wasting them, and they're easy to access and complete. And we can play as many games as we need until the students get bored or sick of it. So Bingo Card Creator is a really nice, simple way to engage students, to get them learning without them even realizing they're learning, having some fun. It might be a great kind of lesson ender if you finish a bit early, or you want to do something different, or you've got year 9 on a Friday afternoon like I often have. So Bingo Card Creator is a really great resource that I think every teacher should be using. It's teaching students vocab. It's looking at key terms. It's making connections to units, to life. Okay, it's just a really fantastic resource, and I think it's really simple, and it's not overly expensive. And for a one-time only fee, why would you not think about doing that? So, Bingo Card Creator is one of my favorite go-to resources as a teacher. Great for primary or secondary students. Okay, so have a think about using Bingo Card Creator in your classroom, getting that unlimited membership, and having a go at engaging your students. Well, thank you for staying with me. It has been a little bit longer than I would have hoped to do this first little tutorial and introduction to Bingo Card Creator. Thank you very much. I know I've had a few problems with the videos, so thank you if you've made it through to the end of this. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to go to my website, the edtechteacher.net, to find out more. I'll be adding more to it over time, including more tutorial videos, reviews, tech tips, all kinds of things that I think will be useful for teachers to help them implement technology and ICT into their classrooms and find a love of it just like I have. So thank you very much for being part of my first little tutorial video. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope that you can stay on this journey with me. Thank you very much for listening. I am Tristan, and I am from the EdTech Teacher. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.